Hey friends, quick question. Has your doctor ever recommended that you try yoga? As a yoga teacher who is also a physician, I've been very happy to hear from my students lately that more and more of them are coming to class at the recommendation of their doctors. As a board-certified internist and rheumatologist, I'm here to give you a 5-minute explanation to answer the question, why did my doctor prescribe yoga? If your primary care doctor or another doctor involved in your regular care made a general suggestion for yoga, this could be why. Yoga is a multi-component form of physical activity, meaning that it requires output from multiple body systems and incorporates many different types of body movements. Because yoga is so multimodal, a single yoga practice incorporates all 4 types of exercise that are recommended by the evidence-based guidelines for physical activity. Let me rewind and quickly explain what that means. Whenever your doctor advises that you start a medication or make a lifestyle intervention for the improvement of your health, that recommendation is being made based on guidelines. These guidelines come from major public health establishments and medical societies, and these guidelines are evidence-based. This means that they are founded on what is thought to be high-quality medical research. A few well-known examples of these recommending societies are pictured here. They include the Centers for Disease Control and the World Health Organization, but smaller societies like the American Academy of Sports Medicine and the American College of Rheumatology also make recommendations about exercise. What's important to know is that almost all of the guidelines from all of these societies agree that adults should be regularly participating in 3, if not 4, of the following types of physical activity. They are aerobic exercise, which causes your heart rate and breathing rate to increase, resistance, which builds strength in major muscle groups, range of motion exercises, which increase flexibility and joint mobility, and neuromotor exercises, which focus on balance. So now that you know a little bit of the background, let's take a closer look at some of these guidelines and where and how yoga fits in. For starters, the CDC recommends that all older adults on a weekly basis regularly participate in aerobic activities for 75 to 150 minutes weekly depending on intensity, resistance or strength exercises on 2 days during the week, and regular neuromotor or balance exercises. Next is the World Health Organization. They are on board with the CDC in recommending regular aerobic, strength, and balance exercises, and the WHO also highlights that balance exercises should be done on 2 to 3 days weekly, making special reference to the importance of multimodal physical activities for cultivating better balance. In the United Kingdom, the National Health Service emphasizes the additional importance of regular flexibility exercises on at least 2 days each week, and the American Academy of Family Physicians also lists the importance of dedicated flexibility exercises in their guidelines. The physical activity recommendations from the Journal of the American Medical Association specifically cite the importance of multi-component physical activity, and one of the examples they give us for this is yoga. But that's not all. A closer look at the CDC recommendations also reveal the recommendation for yoga, as do additional resources from the National Health Service on how adults can exercise effectively in all 4 recommended categories of exercise. So far, we've looked at the general recommendations for how adults should be exercising, but as a rheumatologist, I've been very excited to see the recommendation for yoga specifically listed in some of our newer guidelines for the management of specific rheumatic diseases. In 2022, recommendations for the integrative management of rheumatoid arthritis list participation in mind-body exercise, and those for the management of knee osteoarthritis specifically list yoga as a recommended form of exercise. So circling back to our original question, why did your doctor recommend yoga? Because, as those of us who practice are well aware, yoga is a multi-component form of exercise that requires aerobic output, physical strength, musculoskeletal flexibility, and neuromotor balance. And these are the 4 types of exercise recommended for all adults to participate in on a regular basis. Today, we live in a society where we are busier than ever with fewer hours to devote to our health and well-being. I hope this information serves you and helps you to understand that in addition to being a sanctuary where you may clear your mind, your yoga mat can be a place where you can efficiently and effectively engage in all forms of recommended physical activity. That's all I've got for now. Enjoy your week and namaste.